Joining us right now on Can I is Eric Hansen with ConocoPhillips. Thanks very much for helping us out today.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about ConocoPhillips' presence. This conference is all about the Arctic. You've been up there for quite a while now.
That's correct. Actually, ConocoPhillips has an extensive history working in the Canadian Arctic through, I guess, our predecessor companies like Gulf Canada Resources in the past, and then we just recently got into the Central Mackenzie Valley with our acquisition of exploration license EL 470 here in July of 2011.
Tell us about some of the challenges working up in the Arctic.
I guess the biggest challenge is the lack of infrastructure in the area, and then just logistics. So we have a very short operational time, basically 3 months to conduct all our operations. So it's making sure all that equipment's on the ground and ready to roll when conditions become suitable for operations.
So one of the things, obviously, not a lot of infrastructure, probably not a lot of oversight up there from other people, I'm thinking. What is it that you do to ensure that your employees and your operations are, I guess, ensuring that the environment is looked after, worker safety and such?
Okay. So before any work was conducted actually on our exploration license, we conducted baseline environmental studies, wildlife surveys, and water sampling of all surface waters. And at the same time, we worked with the local renewable resource councils, the RRCs, in both Norman Wells and Toledo, to help plan our program to minimize any impact to the environment. So taking that local knowledge and actually applying it to our project. And then just at all times on our project during construction and drilling activities, we have local wildlife monitors from the renewable resource councils on our project at all times.
It seems as though oil companies are having to do a little bit more these days as far as talking about what they're doing to preserve the environment. Is your company taking more steps than it would have in the past as well? Do you feel that you're more responsible today than you might have been, say, 20 years ago?
Well, I've been working in the industry 20 years,
Okay.
but I would definitely say it's moving in that direction without a doubt. Just as more and more public concern is raised over operations, we just try to incorporate people's feedback in our programs and listen to people's concerns and try to address them as much as possible.
How do you try and get people's perceptions to change? Because right now, I mean, it's the pipelines that are taking a lot of, I guess, getting a lot of public attention. You know the Arctic is going to get it now as well, with the Northwest Territories having now say over what happens up there. It's likely to be in the media a lot. How do you convince the public that what you're doing is the right thing and the safe thing?
I think we do extensive community consultation, and we try to build relationships within the communities and try to gain a level of trust, or just a level of understanding between our operations that we're going to conduct. And actually it's about listening to the people and taking their concerns and being serious about their concerns. Even small things, like we had an emergency airstrip on a lake and in our exploration license, and when we heard from the local people that that was kind of a traditional lake or something like that, or they wanted it more protected, we made the commitment to remove that airstrip and move it to a more suitable lake that was picked with community members. So they helped to actually form our exploration program.
Okay.
So yeah.
With the community up there, do you find that because of the indigenous people to the area, it seems, somebody from Calgary, Alberta, that they have more of a connection to the land than many other Canadians might. How do you take that into consideration?
Definitely, there's more of a connection to the land. The people live a very traditional lifestyle in most cases. A lot of hunting and for subsistence. It's not. Prices for food is very expensive in Norman Wells and Toledo, so they need to be able to harvest from the land. And so we work again with the renewable resource councils, any mitigating factors to help plan our programs as we move forward. And taking that traditional knowledge, we hold traditional knowledge workshops with the elders in the community. And actually, again, it's just more about listening and incorporating that feedback into our project as we move forward.
Where do you see development going?
Well, we're in the exploration phase, right? So I can only speak about that. We don't have after these wells are drilled here in 2013. we've already rolled out our next plans, which is an exploration program for 2014, 2015, and 2016. And at the end of that exploration program, we'll have a better understanding of if more exploration appraisal is required on the block, or is it a go-home decision if the geology or the economics aren't there, or is it very favorable and we'd be moving towards a pilot and then future development in that stage. So it's future exploration is probably needed on the block before we move forward on a development.
Eric, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Okay, we've been chatting with Eric Hansen with ConocoPhillips.